Yeah, new student. Huh?
The
Oh, 100 lamps.
brother didn't attend today.
Oh,
Sister
sister come. Okay. Where do you want to sit? 你要坐哪里？你说。Okay, today we start with some graph again. Graph, okay. Okay, the first thing you need to know is the symbol. Okay. I. Okay. Have you seen this symbol before? Do you know the name of this thing? You have not seen before. This is called modulus. Okay. So what is the function of modulus? To know. Function of modulus will convert anything negative to positive. So if it's -1, modulus -1, convert to positive, so it become 1. Okay. If it's -3, then become 3. But if it's positive, then it will remain as positive. It will not change. 如果是 positive， 它是不变；如果是 negative， 它就会变成 positive。Okay, is that clear? Okay, so the function of this thing, for example, let's say you have a function. F stands for function. Okay. For example, let's say you have a graph. Okay. Originally like that. Okay, this is a fs graph. When that is a negative, then the graph will be, okay, the negative part. Can you see that this is negative? That means it's below s-axis. The graph will be reflected. Reflected like that. It means the graph will become like this. Okay. That means originally like that. After reflect, the graph will look like this. Do you understand? 就是下面的部分反上来。The part below the s-axis being reflected. 这边反上去就对了。No other thing. Just reflect. Okay. Okay, let's do one example. Okay, sketch a graph. So this is the graph. It means initially you read the text again. First, sketch this graph. Second, reflect the part of the s below s-axis. That means only reflect the negative part. It means originally this is a graph. Because of modulus, then it becomes like that. That's all. Okay, this is a function of modulus. Okay, function of modulus. Okay, do you remember how to draw this kind of graph? You don't know. Do you remember completing the square? You know. Okay, please do. Okay, do the completing the square first. Okay, so completing the square, S4 will become 2. You have learned before. 你学过这个 What's the name? Dora. So you have learned this chapter before. No, you have no problem with this thing. Completing the square, you know the basic. Okay. Okay. So -2, then the other 2 square again, then +3. So the -4 plus 3 is -1. Okay, correct? Okay. Okay. The value of A will be 1. If it's positive, what does it mean? What is the shape of the graph? U shape. Are you able to tell the minimum point? What is the minimum point? Alicia? 291 or 9291? Yes, correct. 291. Okay, 291. Negative, positive. Okay. Okay, after that, you have to find when S0, what is Y? When S0, what is the Y value? 0, 0, 3, right? When you substitute 0, 0 into here, it's 3. Is it correct? Okay, the next thing you need to find is when Y0. When Y0, what is the S value? Who can get this one? Let's Tina try. Tina try. Y0, what is the S? Tina 讲错了。Come back here again. 这边。Y0, go back here again. So what is the S for this? There are two values there. How's it? You trying to get point then? Then what? How to continue?
I'm thinking.
You're thinking. You're still thinking about it. S equal to 3 and S equal to 1. Is it correct? Okay, you have to bring this to one side, and then you have to make it into this form. -1 to one side is 1. Square root of 1 is plus minus 1. So S is 2 plus minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. Is it correct? 1 and 3? Yes. Okay. Any question, Dora? Can. Different method also can. The other method, if you don't like this method, you can go and factorize this, also can. If you factorize this, you give you this. So you still give you the same thing. Correct or not? Both can. Okay. After you have this, the next move is to sketch the graph. Any problem? Any problem? 有一个，这个或这个。Okay. After that, okay, you have to sketch the graph like that. U-shape graph. U-shape. And then x-axis. What is this point and this point? 1 and 3. And then the y-axis will be here. What is the value of this point? What is the value of this point? Yes, 3. Okay. So there is a modulus. What happened when there is a modulus? Very easy. The negative part will be reflected. The positive remain. So this one, no changes. But this part will be reflected like that. Okay. So what is this point? You know the value of this point? And like that, what is this point? What is this point, Benedict? Which this point? Lowest point. Minimum point 最低点 2 and 81. If it's reflected, 反过来是多少? This one, the S value no change. The Y value from negative will become positive. So what is this one? 2, 1, correct. Okay, let me test you and see. You do see by yourself. Just have to do 2 questions. How long do you need? 5 minutes? Can do or not? Okay, give you 5 minutes. Take one of you as example and take picture and show everyone your answer. Let's see who can give the best answer. See. Online one also can take a picture and send to me. I want to see answer for maybe JL. JL can or Janice both of you send. I want to see who can do better. JL is just send to the WhatsApp group. I can take from there. Just finish it. 你不喜欢放等于是吧？没有写到。对，来，你讲。
这个手 So what does A mean?
If A is positive, it means the shape of the graph is U-shaped graph.
Then which one on A?
A is the coefficient of S square. It means whatever number in front of S square, that's a number you have to take. It's still 1. It's still, you do not see anything, it's 1. It is more than 0. Joel, you don't have the WhatsApp group. You're not in the WhatsApp group. Then how do you get in? Can I have your number? Just WhatsApp to me. I add you in. Okay. Yeah, come in. Why so late? Huh? Why so late? Why are you so late? Have to jam. Oh, okay. Next time try to come earlier. Okay, let's see the answer from Janice. Okay, let's see. Okay, first one is completing the square. Okay, this one normally you have to put a bracket, even though your answer is correct, but it's better to put a bracket. Okay. Okay, this is correct. A is 1. So this 1 is taken from the coefficient of A. So more than 0, it tell you that minimum shape. This part there's a mistake here. Okay, so here when you see here there's a negative, this part should be a positive one. Okay, positive. When S0, yes.那个第二个不可以变，只可以换第一个，不可以换第二个。Okay, stay the same. Only the first one change, second one remain the same. 这个不变。S0, Y is 4. This one okay. Y0, S is 1 and 4. This one also okay. Correct. That's wrong. Hi, picture is not here yet. Okay. That Newton is okay. Okay, sorry. It's a student. Okay, after that, this is the thing. Here you put negative, but here you write positive. So even though your graph is correct, but somehow this one just a little bit, there's a mistake. Okay, so everything is correct, right? So the shape will look like this, reflected, and go up one. Okay. Any problem with this one? Now you get the same thing? Okay. Okay. Any problem? No problem. Okay. Okay, if no problem, the other few I think I won't discuss because this one is not very common. It will not come out very often in exam one. The graph, Not really important. Okay. We go to question 2. Okay, computing the square. First step, when you do computing the square, you have to rearrange, 重新排列一下。So the s square will be followed by this before we continue. Okay. After that, the negative is not allowed. So take out the negative and change to positive. You okay? Okay. And then the next thing you need to do is to take out the negative. And this one, the 4, had to be divided by 2. Correct? Yes. Yeah. What does it mean? Factorization. I'm just taking out the negative. When you take out the negative, then this one no more negative, this one a negative, you have to change to positive. Then you have to minus 2 square. Okay? So this is 1/9. So after that, remove the bracket. And negative times negative is positive 4 plus 1. Is it correct? At the end, will give you 5. Any problem with this? No problem. And what we want is this form. What we want is this form. So the number is in front. The other thing is at the back. Okay? Can you sketch a graph? So repeat the same process. So if you want to sketch a graph, what should we do first? What is the value of the A? -1. If it's negative, what does it mean? What shape is it? This is the smiling face. And what is this face? Sad face. So the shape is a sad face. Is sad. Okay. So sad, that is a maximum point because that is the highest point at there's a peak point. What is the maximum point? How do we read the maximum point from here? What value has to come first? You know, 2 or -2? And 5, right? Don't change the second one. -2 and 5. Okay. Then you continue lah. Continue the procedure. When S0, what is Y? Continue. S0, Y is 1. Y0. Okay. Y0 you can take from here. Minus S plus 2 square plus 5, 0. So how to solve this? Move 5 first. So this one is 5. Then square root, correct. Part Y haven't changed. When you have a negative 2 plus S 0, S is 2. When you have a negative value and positive value, you'll be both positive. You see, you can do like that, right? 5 S plus 2 square, right? Then swap, right? Okay, do in one step. MS you don't no need to do the step one. Cannot be every step you write down. Only critical step you have to write. Critical one. Important step, right? Not important one to write. Okay. Otherwise, very confusing. The marker have no patience to see one by one, to see, oh, critical, God. When you do too many, okay, wow, confusing, too many. I don't like it one. Okay, so this S will be -2 plus minus square root 5. Are you able to get the answer from here? There will be two answers here. What are the two? You can check with calculator the value of these two. -2 minus 5. What is the first value? Minus 2, 4. Can you get the same thing? What about the second value? -2 plus 5. 0.24. Also, you're going back to China. So you want to go for online class. Do you know how to use Zoom? You try to install. You will bring or anything. Wi-Fi. I'll give you Wi-Fi. You try and see, see whether you can log in. Huh?
How can I communicate with you?
How to communicate with me? Do you have
No,
do you have
that
VPN? VPN.
maybe that's not work. Also illegal.
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 Illegal China, illegal. Sure.
When placing me,
WeChat
use this, it will catch me and send me to jail.
Are you sure?
It's very sure.
So many people using, nobody get caught. You get caught.
没有看到。
You 看到. You don't let people see.
I don't let people see if someone want to see me.
You hide it somewhere and then
hide someone.
VPN
I
illegal. Sure, but you're using Malaysia phone, right? Yeah, Malaysia number they don't catch you. You go back there. Never mind, you use WeChat. My this one the ID is fixed one. You have WeChat?
Yes, I have.
You add my WeChat first.
Okay.
Huh?
Then they will send me to jail.
Sure. I never heard before like this. So terrible. They'll monitor you. Huh? You scare me.
It doesn't say anything.
这个是扫一扫 ISO way to show you the 这个
Yeah.
Yeah. You this one you
This one how?
you test first. You go into my Wi-Fi. N capital letter.
Okay.
So when you go back to China?
The 5th of June.
5th of June. July or June? July.
Wait, July.
July. 5th of July. So first week you're still here. That means because some classes first week you want to join the physics class, right?
Maybe, but unable. What's wrong?
Capital letter.
Able.
Then you try to use a link to join. 来，明白吗？啊？什么东西？N shape 哪一个？这个哦，它是另外一边反过来的。 You have to install the apps. You cannot go in directly. Okay, let's see the graph again. So this is an N-shaped graph, right? So there is a maximum point. So this one is along as you go to -2. So there'll be two value here. One is a positive value. The other one is negative value. So the x-axis will be somewhere here. Y-axis will be somewhere here. Because the value is, this value is slightly more than the zero. 只是打零大过少少，应该在这边。Okay. So the one now we need to consider the reflection part, right? How do we reflect? Reflection is reflecting the negative part. 下面的被 reflect 完 this part being reflect, right? So when this part being reflect, the graph will look like this one. This one no changes. So at the end is still the same type of graph. 它的样子还是差不多一样。That means this is the graph. Okay, so is this part being reflect. So we need to after reflect. So because this one originally from here, this point is from here, right? Go up. So s is 0, or is this one? This one no change. Look at the EN. The maximum point, the maximum point no change. Okay, this one no change, but the graph look like this. Okay. One more time again. There are two graphs that you have to draw. One is this one. This one is the original graph. The green color one is the modular graph, modulus fs. Okay, then your mind, okay. Yeah, can see. How come your username is MacBook?
So I mean,
Hmm. Okay. Okay, yeah, 很简单嘛。Okay, I think no need to do too many. This one you do as homework. Okay, I teach you about question 5. Question 5. Find the stationary point of this point. So now you have this one. Are you able to find the stationary point of this graph? Okay. So basically, okay, if you want to do it faster, okay, when y is 0, because this point, when y is 0, okay, let's do like that. When y is 0, s minus 7, s plus 1 will be 0. So the s value is 7 or -1. Okay, this is the first thing. Okay, from here we can get the symmetry line because you can see the type of graph. This is a U-shaped graph, right? Like that. So these 2 points is actually this point and this point, right? So the symmetry line, the stationary point is either the minimum point or maximum point. Okay. So this one originally is like that, right? But because of the modulus, the graph will be reflected. So first you need to find this line. So what is the name of this line? This line will be the midpoint, right? What is the midpoint of these 2 points? It will be -1 plus 7 over 2. Okay, try to find this point first. Okay, so this point is going to be 3, right? 3. When x is 3, what is y? You can put a modular sign on top. So you take 3 minus 7, 3 plus 1. What is the coordinate of this point? Okay, so what is the value now? Minus 4 and 4. 16, negative 16. If you get negative 16, what is the next step with the modulus? It's a 16. Okay, so this is the stationary point. The point will be 3 and 16. Okay, can you sketch this graph? You sketch and see the graph. Try to sketch the graph. Any problem for the hand? Dora, okay, Dora. Okay. 这样你好吗？ OK 啊，决定。
This is not if I want to try
VPN 啊，but this VPN is a local VPN. You go to China, the VPN will be blocked by this or not?
maybe no.
Maybe no. No lah. I think many foreigner when they went to China, they're also using the VPN. No problem.
No problem because no one see.
No one see. Nobody so free go and see what you're doing one. They purposely go there watch you, want to catch you, man. Maybe if you didn't offend anybody, they want how come they want to harm you? They would harm you one. Why the China surveillance system very strong one? Camera everywhere. 随便检查。他可以你这边玩，他就跑去抓你。哎，你在玩什么 ？VPN 抓你进监牢，这样子啊？
对。
啊？啊！你说我在学习耶，我是一个勤劳的学生，你为什么抓我？啊？国外东西啊？反政治啊？你讲你是个良好公民啊？你讲你是一个良好公民啊？我出国留学是为了学生归来，建设祖国嘛，不是？不是啊？废话太多，抓进去。小姐啊，你去玩一下，应该是啊，没有啦，你去那些论坛看一下，如果我带 VPN 回去，我会怎么样？我会被抓吗？啊，看他们写什么，小红书应该有人告诉你。他们已经出不来了，是吧？不会啦，真恐怖咩？我去过很多次，很安全啊，去那边，半夜出去吃烧烤都没有人管你，没有事情。啊，没有人管啊，要不然要去 China 玩吗？没有去过吗？去过哪里？你以前住那边？住哪里？哪个城市？珠海。哎，那个麦不可以开啊？You born in China? Or you been there for how long? 4 years. About that. Your father is expat, expatriate. 中国去那边的，他是马来西亚公司要去 China。 什么工作呢？这样好啊，而且怎么跑来跑去啊？是什么样的工作呢？IT company 还是什么？TT TDK TDK 是什么？TDK 哦，TDK 哦，Audio Video Company 啊。哦那你买那些东西有便宜吗？音响系统有便宜。Okay, let's come back here again. Check the graph. Okay, let's see your graph whether correct or not. Because we already have these two things. So I think you should know you just need to find when S0, find the Y value. What is the value? When S0, the Y value is -7 and 1, and then there's a modulus, so it's 7. So actually, and then when at Y0, we already know the value is either -1 and 7. So originally the graph looked like this, and then there'll be 1 point here and 1 point here. Then are you able to see the y-axis is here? Because it's next to -1 right? 它在这边了，所以0在这边了，减1就到0了，0到7。Okay, and then this point is will be reflected line， 这个整个就这样子反过来嘛 ，then go up. So this is the graph. Then after that, this point， 这个 point 就是这个 point 嘛，3跟16，这个已经反了啦，因为它有一个 modulus 反过上去。So this point is what is this point？ 这个 point 就是这个 point 啊，7 ，is it correct？ 然后你就把全部人就 you can erase the irrelevant part，OK，、就这样子。Any problem？ Okay. After that, you have to find. No problem with this graph, right? Okay, I just make it highest point. Okay. The next thing you need to do is you need to find this graph. See, find the set of value. What does it mean? 这个什么意思啊？这个 when you see something like this, replace this thing with k， 把它当成 y 等于 k。y equal to k 啊，你看到 y 在前面的话 when you see y in front means this is horizontal line， 这是个横线的 horizontal。Okay, is a horizontal line. So they're looking for 4 solution. 4 solution means you have to try to look for 4 point， 4个点呢，就是说你画一条线。That means what you need to do is you draw a horizontal line. If you draw a horizontal line like this, we can see you intersect 4 point， 它会交叉在4个点。There are 4 points. If it's touching the highest point, how many are there? How many points are there intersecting and touching? 3, right? Correct or not? If it's above this line, how many points that is touching intersecting? You can see 2, right? So this one 2, this one 3, this one 4. How about this line? How many? 2, this is 2. How about this line? How many? 0. 这个就没有。所以 you have to look for. That means now if the line is in between these 2 points, then you have 4 points. 这条线如果是在这个点跟这个点之间呢，它就有4个点。Okay, that means the k value must be more than 0， 它大过0。Then it must be less than the highest point。这个最高点是多少 ？What is the y 啊？16，所以小过16。Okay, it's less than 16 because the highest point is 16. Then this is the solution. Okay, so the question, no matter how they turn, they says about this one. 就是 you have to see judge from the graph whether it's below on that point intersecting 3 points. So they'll tell you how many solutions that they want. 你要看他要你几个solution. Maybe they're looking for 0 solution. Maybe they're looking for 2 solution, 3 solution, 4 solution. or back to 2. Okay, so this is the answer. This is the answer. Okay, I want you to try to do number 5 by yourself. 好，自己试一下第5题。Okay, maybe I give you 5 minutes and then someone can send me the answer. JL want to try, is it? JL just now send me already, or who? Jenny's the one send. JL can send. Yeah, I can mark for you. Or Alicia number 1 this time. All full marks. Oh, wow. Then how your father must be very happy. Did they go out to celebrate? No. 这个 exam. Oh, cannot celebrate yet. Oh. How many more paper to go? One more. 3 sizes. Combine together one. On Monday. Monday is the last paper. Presenter no checkpoint one 好的 no checkpoint one you do have checkpoint. Oh, why? Exam fee too expensive. Don't want to pay. Huh? No. Don't have one. Do not have. Don't have. This year no. I think all the while no. No. 都没有看到18的记。就只是把那个你的零放在这边就可以。零放在一个是减7，一个是1。You're done here. Actually, no. You don't want to try it by yourself. Then mathematics, you don't try, you don't know one. Because most of the time you learn from mistake one. 你那是一个很小心的人呢。你每写一个字，一个笔，每个你就要想有没有写错。不用紧了，就写，然后错再改一下，不然你就很慢了。做 MS 你不可以慢，你要快。做了就打算。变成仔细的人通常是做医生。你现在做医生啊？你有医生的 look 啊？应该可以的，可以仔细了啊。 就是让那个医生够仔细啊，问，然后看了，不然的话他乱点 description 是死人不可以，拿那命啊！你肯定不喜欢一个哇，看随便5分钟不到，扫一下就跟你讲了，生什么病啊，不可以，对吧？以后要做医生了以后啊，那你要做吗？啊，你喜欢什么？啊啊，还没有想清楚。Okay, let's see the answer for JL. Okay, let's see Y0, 45, 95. Okay, so this is correct, right? There is one thing you didn't look for, is the midpoint. So this midpoint by right is 95 plus another 1 divided by 2, right? So it's -3. You have this point? Okay. So when y is -3, you have to substitute into here, right? -3 plus 5 -3 plus 1. So this is the, okay, this is a y value. You have 2 and -2. So is it -4? So this point will be -3 and -4. Okay. S0. Okay, this one you put S0. Okay. So the y value is modulus of 0 plus 5 is 5, right? 5, 1 back to 5. Okay, this one correct. Okay, you see the graph. A is 1 more than 0, U-shaped graph. By right, the original graphs will be U-shaped, x-axis -5 and -1. Then the y-axis will be here. Y-axis is here. Okay, y is here, 0 is here. Because the -1, 0 is slightly greater than -1. 它是在它的右边。Okay, so the 5 is here. Okay, 5 is here. So when you reflect, that means you're taking the positive part, you cannot do anything. Positive part is still the same, right? Then the negative part will be going up, right? So what is the coordinate of this point? Initially is -3 and -4, is it correct? After reflect, the x-axis doesn't change. The x value doesn't change. Y value, because from here go up, right? Is it equal to -3 and 4? Can you get the same thing? Right. You look like this, right? This is a graph that you have to draw. Any question about this thing or not? No. So now you have already got the graph. What is the next thing you need to do? You need to look for equal to k and is. Okay, now we need to look for this. S minus 5, S minus 1 equal to k plus 1. Is it correct? Okay, this one you have to change it to y equal to k. So we need to look for two solutions. Under what condition you will have two solutions? 在哪一个点它会有两个答案 What is the k value so that you have two solutions? Alicia? K is 0 and less than 5. Actually, the first point is here. Do you agree it's here? Because there is 2.1. What is the k value when it's here? What is the name of this line? S-axis, what is the y value when on s-axis? Y is 0. And this line is y equal to 0. So the first value is k0. K is 0. Okay, any other point that you have two intersection points? It means the line has to be here, right? Is it correct? How do you name this line? It's more than above this line, right? So the k is more than what value? 4 is correct. K is more than 4. Okay, the second value you have to write is k more than 4. There are two solutions here. Either this or this. Let me check and see. K more than 4. Why they don't accept K0? Yeah. Here there are two answers. Then at the back, this answer is incomplete. Okay, should be these two values. Any problem? Okay, make sure you understand the logic behind the question. Okay, done. Okay, the other few you can try to do yourself. This one similar one, you do as homework. Practice yourself. Okay, I'll show you one question on this. One example. Okay, solving this. Let's do 4 questions. Okay, number 1. When you remove the modulus, there is a plus minus 10. When you remove the modulus, you have to write plus minus. 除掉它就加一个加减. So s squared will be, this one bring to the other side, 6 plus minus 10. First value will be 6 minus 10. Second value will be 6 plus 10. Minus 4 or 16. There is one more thing you need to take note. S squared is always positive. S squared is always positive. So we have to reject the negative value. So we reject at the bottom, you write NA, means you already reject the answer. You reject this. So the only answer is 16 equal to S squared is 16. When you square root this, you produce plus minus 4. Okay? Okay, try to do C. C is a bit different. Okay, let me show you see. We have this. When you remove the modulus here, there is a plus minus 6. So there are two possibilities, either equal to minus 6 or equal to positive 6. So now you have to solve two equations. Can you solve this? I think you should know how to solve this. The other one is this one. Okay, let's check and see. The value of this one, the first one is minus 3 and minus 2y. Can you get these two values? 这个会呢？有没有问题啊？ How about this one? 那两个是滑手上来的。以前是读哪里？一路来在我们都是在澳洲啊。二小，诶，你是什么小？不是，他是外国来的啊？他是澳洲的。你小学已经在澳洲了，这样子可以学到华语。你是哪什么？Advanced 可以吗？Advanced 哪是啊？哦，耶，也是在 Advanced。所以你不要拿那个那种 intermediate 哦，没有很差。Okay, this one should be minus 6 and 1, right? Okay, so it's 6 or minus 1. Correct or not? 对吧？Okay 啊。Okay, you try to practice on C. If you are good, then no need to do the last one over here. Then we can go to the next concept. Okay, 中。Well, see your school, the Chinese are so many level. The teacher must be very headache on. Wow, foundation, intermediate, advanced. How to teach? 不是有不同班的，怎么分开啊？ For so many Chinese teachers. What the whole exam hall all taking Chinese. So many people. 你们学校有很多人拿外语？你们学校很多人拿外语？很少人拿。哇 that means Austin is just like international Chinese English school 啊，是吧？Not really international school, Chinese international school 啊。哇你 Okay, okay, let's check the answer. So first step is plus minus 3. So actually you can jump some step because when this is negative 3, okay, actually this one can be negative and positive. No, let's split them. Otherwise you feel confused. Okay, first one is negative 3. So when it's negative 3, then it become 4, correct? The other one is 3. So the 3, 1 become -2. Is it correct? So this one, no problem, can be factorized. But this one can be factorized or not? Cannot. If you cannot factorize, what should you do? Use formula, right? Do you know the formula? Yes, correct. B squared minus 4AC over 2A. So since you know this formula, then you have to use. B is -5, so it becomes 5. B squared 4AC over 2A. So 减 B square 不要放 bracket better you put bracket because every time when you do like that you always wrong one. 这个你每次弄错，因为这个是 what we need is this one, not this one. Okay, so minus B square, you're going to have 25 plus 8, 33 over 2. Okay. Okay, so actually you can leave the answer in this form. It's okay, can leave in this form. Any problem? No problem. Okay, this one you go back to practice. This one all the homework for you. Homework. If you want to be very, very good, you want to become the top in the world, it means you have to be very, very hardworking. So this year got chance or not? Top in the world. So many years, no more, don't have already. MS. Top in the world. Do you know there is a Cambridge Learners Awards? You don't know about that? If you can get that one, when you apply for university, you don't need to show other things, just show that certificate. So they say, okay, come in. Scholarship, yes, just name it. A lot of people waiting to give you scholarship. A lot of company, they say, oh, top in the world. Okay, no problem. Straight away give you. Not very hard. You just have to score about no, everything is possible. Our school got people got it before, 2 times I think. Yeah, 2 times. No, it's not like that. As long as you can score 100 for both paper, then you get 100. Can possible. Top in the world awards. It's all because of hard work. This one, all the student who got this one, they finish every exercise. Then all the past year, do for 10 years, they get it. Yeah, 10 years. I didn't ask you for 20 years, just 10 years only. 10 years, each year, 3 variant. Never mind, some are repeated one. Okay, the next one. Okay, this one, actually, I give you as an example. The rest, the one I circle, you do it here. The one I not circle, you do at home. Okay. Okay, number 1. So are you able to tell what kind of graph? So you see this one, you should know it's a smiling face, and then draw a smiling face. Okay, so there will be 2 values here. What are the critical value? Critical value means you have to put this thing become 0. But you put this one, these 2 things become 0. Then s plus 3 0, s is minus 3, right? So this one no need to show one. The other one is 4. So minus 3 and 4. And this is more than 0. What does it mean, more than 0? Means above the line, above the x-axis. Above the x-axis means we are looking for here and here. So this one and this part is less than 84. So less than, like that, less than. S less than 84. And this one is more than 4. More than 4 is to the right. More than 4. S less than 84. S more than 4. So this is the answer. This is called inequality. Unequal sign. Greater than or less than. Okay, I think better practice one more. Okay, you try to do B and see. B. Let's see whether you can get the answer. Or I should give you one more example because this is different. Okay, what kind of graph? U or M? Smiling face or sad face? This one is positive one, it's a smiling face one. What are these 2 points? 这边2个点 What are the points? Can you tell this point and this point? 1 and 5, right? Smaller one put here, bigger one put here. This is under 0. Less than 0 is under 0. More than 0 is above 0. More than is above. Less than is under. Under. Under the line. Can you see the under the line is this part? Okay, this one is above is this part, these 2 parts. Like that. Under means in between. How do you write the answer is for in between? In between is more than 1 or more, s is more than 1, but s is less than 5. So more than 1, less than 5 is the answer. When this one there is an equal sign, you have to follow. When there is no equal sign, don't put equal sign. 就这样罢了。Okay 了。Okay, you try to practice and see. Maybe this one practice more. This one very easy. Okay, do this few first. Okay 吧。哎，好吃怎样？可以做吗？做了，不用看了。嗯嗯。Which part of China are you going back to? 南京大屠杀。不是啊，不可以，那个不是来开玩笑的东西。啊，对，南京 ，big city 啊，南京。How big is the city? How big is the city? 南京。
More than 10 million people.
More than 10 million people. Oh, you're living in the heart of the city. Really? Oh. 四合院。
没有四合院。
三合院。
有没有三合？
什么院？
南京不是北。
哦，南京不是北京，没有合院，没有四合院。哦，四合院，是吧？你也是住在四合院的。 你做什么燕？燕子的啊，没有燕的，燕子的。You know the China the building got feng shui one, you know what is 四合院? Like that, there are four compartments. So they have to see. Let's say sometimes the sun rise this way, then they will live here. When because there is a four season, 春夏秋冬, so they have to see because they want to receive sunlight one. That's why every season they will live in a different place. Is it like that? Next time you must try to get this 四合院. I must ask Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan got many. 几亿1亿2亿就卖给你，这4亿变省40亿，有一件你就发大了啊，不然了啊，不可以改哦，文化遗产啊，哦，改的话就抓去监牢，直接抓，哎呦，你 VPN 抓你，然后改物质也抓你啊，哦，不过那个是你的吗？不是使用权哦，你可以住里面，不过你不会改。我弄坏我自己家里东西，我要赔钱的，就好玩了啊！我买来看一看，然后炫耀一下，我有四合院啊，这样。就一般有钱人买的。说你要买这个啊，这个是 receiver 啊，OK，风水，然后你去看北京故宫紫禁城看过，你知道它有护城河吗？你知道它那个风水坐南朝北是皇帝的正位怎么来吗？15线会拉吗？哦，他也不了解，你可以去了解一下啊，他们的风水师就是这样摆的啊。太和院，这为什么是午门斩首？为什么斩头的在午门啊？子午线怎么拉？斩在哪里？呀，这个太多了。OK，C。So this one I think you should. Okay, just check. The 97 put here, 3 is here. Is it correct? When it's more than 0, is above the line. Above the line, it means you have to take this part and this part. Correct? 这两边. So if it's taking the smaller part, that means the S will be less than this value, less than. Okay. If it's more than 3, that means you have to be greater than 3. So this is the answer. Okay. Any problem? Okay, less than. So you have to be able to write this one in the mathematics form. Less than 小过 more than 大过 less than to the left, more than to the right. 左跟右嘛，小过在左边，大过在右边。Okay, E. So when you have this, and then the critical value, I think you should be able to tell what is the first critical value. How? Yes, correct. The other one? 4, correct. Then you have to draw a smiling face. The smaller one is to the left. The bigger one is to the right. If it's less than, it's in between. In between is below here. How to write the answer for in between? It will be half, less than x, and less than 4. In between. Any problem for this? This one is a very useful thing. You always come out one. This is a basic. Okay, basic. Every time you do, at the end is this one. 才找这边来，又要找这个东西。Okay, the F, how to do the F? No, already done F. No. Okay, let's see the F. Okay, this one is -1. So this is a set phase, right? Is it correct? So set phase, what are the critical value here? First one is 3. The second one is -1, right? 3 and -1. So -1 put here, 3 is here. Okay, and this is above 0. Above 0, you have to take here. Is it correct? 这边. Okay, how do you write the answer for this one? It's in between 1 and 3. In between 1 and 3. Okay. Or there is another way of doing this. Sometimes we can just reverse this, make it into this form. When you reverse this, you have to reverse the sign. This is the second way, second method. So is you have to change this one to this and reverse this, and then you have to make it into the U-shaped form. So this is -1, then 3 again. Right? So can you see where's the answer again? Where's the answer again? 这个怎样看答案 ？How to read the answer? 李轩，如果是这样，要怎样看 ？Where's the answer? 上面还是下面？这个代表什么意思？上面小过0，下面下面怎样写？下面这个小过的意思 ，in between 嘛，这个是 in between 啊。So this is also in between. So it's still the same thing. Up to you, whether you want to don't change. If you don't change, you have to remember to see this thing. If you change, you have to remember to change 2 things. 两个都要换掉 ，not just changing one without changing another one. It's wrong again. Yeah. Okay. Okay. The I s minus 3 squared less than 0. This one, actually, there is no answer because this is a square number. Square number is always positive. So no matter what value that you put in, is always more than 0. 什么号码都是大过0。For example, if you put 0 inside, this value is 9. If you put 4 inside, that become 1 square is still 1. So no matter what value that you put in, can you name a value so that you'll be negative? Is there any value that you put in, you produce a negative value? 有没有可能它变成 negative? If you put a very big positive value, is a positive. You put a very big negative value, 你把一个很大的 negative 号码丢进去会怎样？ It is still going to become something positive, right? So this value is always positive because the graph, actually the graph of minimum graph look like this. This is the S square graph. The graph look like this. You'll be touching on this point. When you have -3, it means the graph is moving to the right. Moving to the right. 你是移过去吧 It means this graph actually look like this. S equal to 0 is like that. S minus 3 is like that. So on what value it will become 0? 几时它会变成0？ This value becomes 0 on this point, right? So it will happen when S is 3, right? When S is 3, F minus 3 square will become 3 minus 3 square. So it's 0, right? So there is only one value that is valid for this equation, which is S equal to 3 only. Okay, so the solution for this one is S equal to 3. Any problem? Just 3. Okay, just give you one more example so that you can have something to do at home. Okay, for example, this one. Can you factorize this equation? What is the factor for this, Chester? 2 and 7. Okay, 7 and 2. 7 minus 2 is 5. 2 times 7 times 2 is -40. Okay, how do we solve this? Next step, you have to draw something, right? Smiling face or sad face? 那你直接放等于就完了啦，不是放等于。What is the next step? 这个有 inequality. So you have to draw a graph, right? No? 什么号码？ -7 and 2. Then what is the answer? 上面还是下面？ Above the line or below the line? 下面 less than 啊，这个是 less than. Below the line, right? How to write the answer? Between. Okay, in between. Okay, then go home to practice. I go home to homework. Okay, how this one homework? Cannot give too many. Later you overheated. Then engine overheated. Burn. Okay, see you again next week. Any question? Let's go. Cannot study too much. Later dinner 病散了，你病散了嘛？